everybody? This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host. Why not? Greatest things. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, and everything in between coins. It's a pleasure to see you all. As per usual, lovely to have you guys here. Tap that screen, show some love, say what's good. Let's get it. Okay, we finished that, so let's get rid of that. Let's open that. Nice. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Shake hands, the train driver. I'm driving a train. You know, me and the boys, we ran a train on your grandmother last night, bro, and I gotta say, she still got it. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar, and we are hitting the trenches like nobody's business, looking for the hottest and freshest plays. There's got to be some bangers out here somewhere. This coin is called Sidelined. Currently at 200K and climbing. Got a lot of volume on it, a little under an hour old. This is a dominant feeling in the market right now because we've just had so many runners. The trenches are really back in meaningful ways, and it kind of snuck up on us. If you take a look at the macro, it looks fantastic. 2.63 trillion total crypto market cap. Bitcoin finally well over 75,000. Solana at 89.34, which is the highest price that we've seen in weeks. XRP at 145, Ethereum at 2,347, and BNB at 633. It seems like the market has finally stabilized and assets are starting to move up. All of the uncertainty, all of the bearishness that came from war, all of the conflict and all of the back and forth that's been going on seems to have been weeded out, at least on the short term. And so we've had a really great week for the market. We've gained over $300 billion in total crypto market cap just in the past 7 days. And that's translated to every major asset. The meme coin market also doing spectacularly. Take a look at Unk. Take a look at Unk, which is just effortlessly crashing new all-time highs, pushing up to $25 million market cap. This is now officially the runner of the month. So let's get a hand. We had Punch the Monkey. We had Penguin. Then we had a month where nothing really happened. There was nothing that really happened back then in March. But now in April, we have a runner, and its name is Unk. $25 million at the top. You can see the KOLs are not slowing down. This is what's really exciting about this. All of these tweets, all of these posts from major industry heads on the top there, literally while this coin is crushing all-time high. 25 million at the top. Pretty impressive. LG said, saw that at 15 million, but too risky to buy. I say so too, man. I mean, we were looking at this on the stream yesterday when it was at 15 million. I drew these lines right here. And I said, look, as good as this is doing, this is just not the market to buy a coin above 15 million market cap. It's just not. And I still stand by that, you know. You could have scraped together almost a ×2 with some decent size if you were throwing big bags around. But realistically, this is still just not the market to buy above 15 million market cap. But we could still celebrate the win here. Unk did spectacularly. I'm really impressed, honestly. I'm really impressed. Let's get it. Humble J-Boy says, I blowed up my account yesterday. Ouch. That's a shame, bro. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, you feel me? All right, let's keep pushing it. There's got to be some bangers around here somewhere. Let's take a look at Neat, because Neat is also one of the top coins in the market recently. That thing had cracked some crazy all-time highs, hitting around 45 million, actually topping out at 48. Now it's at 37, so about 10 million shaved off the top, but still. Between Neat and Unk, we have two Omega runners setting the stage for Pump Fun. You know, both Neat and Unk are both derivatives of Chill House. And the top holders of Unk are all Chill House holders. 3 out of the top 10 FOMO leaderboard yesterday all had chill house profile pictures, chat. There is no secret. There is no secret about what comes next, chat. There is no secret about what comes next. Can we look at Skibbity? Let's go look at Skibbity. Skibbity is a coin that we've been following from a very low market cap. We saw it when it first came out. Let's zoom out on this a little bit. We saw it well under 100,000. On that first candle, we saw it as low as literally 20K or something. Now this thing has gone all the way up to 800 and something thousand. Now it's right here at 480. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. What a wick up on this. Does it look good today? Does what look good today? Skibbity, I would not bid this here, but it's going up, bro. Everything's going up right now. This is a market where literally every coin seems to be running. So you really can't go wrong, honestly. I wouldn't buy right here, even though it is technically oversold on this red candle. But I wouldn't be surprised if we came back and it was at a higher market cap. You know, it's hard to change gears, right? We've had months of bearishness, months of no coins going up, months of miserable time in the market. And now it seems like things are finally starting to turn around a little bit. We're getting a couple of coins that are really moving, and they're moving very well. But still, there's no guarantees here. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Let's keep looking. Veteran. The veteran. Interesting. Sending 1% for each of the inactive veterans of meme coins. It's crazy how big FOMO has become in the conversation in the markets nowadays. Like, it really makes me want to reach out to the FOMO team and try and get in touch with them. Yeah, welcome to the stream. The Belief coin cracking a brand new all-time high, 6.8 million. Look at that God candle on the wick. We explained the thesis for this on the first day when we saw this coin fall under that top 10 average holder sell line. That top 10 average holders buy line. We saw this drop to 1.8 million. And I told you guys, look, this is the flagship coin for a brand new platform that the V2 of the platform was launching the next day, that Solana endorsed, Base endorsed, Arbitrum endorsed, all of these major blockchains endorsed. Do we really think that this just goes to zero after the first candle? Now on the third day, cracking 7 million market cap, brand new all-time high. You could have hit a clean 7x right there with size. That is not bad at all. You guys see that? Philipco says, how did you manage to hit 6-7 million on meme coins? Because of moments like this, Philipco. Patience and study. You see what's going on here. All of the cards were there on the table. We knew this project was bullish. We knew it had major high-profile endorsements. We knew that the main product hadn't launched yet. We knew that this was a flagship meme coin. And you combine all of those elements, you know that this is going up, especially higher from this candle that we were studying on that first day. This was a no-brainer. You easily could have collected on this. Both on that first wick, that second wick, but most importantly, if you had patience on this third wick right here. That was easy. You know what they say, chat? It only takes 10 10x's. 10x's. Was it 10x's? It's 10x's, right? Wait. Does it take 10x to turn 100 into 1 million? Whoops. Oh, it actually only takes 4 10x's. Yeah, it takes 4 10x's. It literally takes 4 10x's to hit a million from $100. Well, there was one of your 10x's right there. Unk was another one right there. There's been a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones.
This is a crypto rap
Did Solana promote a rug? Solana has promoted countless rugs. Solana loves promoting rugs. The reputation that Solana has as a ruggy blockchain didn't come out of nowhere. The reputation that Solana has as a ruggy blockchain came because they are ruggy. They promote a lot of rugs. They do a lot of rugs. There's a lot of shenanigans going on from the top down. If you know somebody, then you can get an endorsement at Solana. If you pay the right amount of money, then you can get an endorsement at Solana. There are double-digit projects that have been officially endorsed by Solana that have gone straight to zero, that were extractive, that were rug pulls. There are probably over 50 projects in Solana's history that were officially endorsed by the platform, by the team, et cetera, that ended up just collapsing. That's the nature of the beast. Hey, good to see you, Hellshop. Here's Layoff Coin. You guys have been talking about this a lot for the past few days, and now it's finally had its major upward break. Last time we checked this out was between 3 and 400. This thing topped out at 1.27 million. Pretty impressive growth right here. Here's the kind of curve that happens on my stream often. You guys come to my chat and you ask me to look at a project, and I shut you guys down and I say this project sucks. Day 2, you guys come back and you ask me to look at the project. I shut you guys down, I say the project sucks. Day 3, you guys come back and you ask about the project. Now something seems different. Now this project has actually survived through the fire and the flames, made it through the gauntlet, and people are still interested in it. Then there starts to be a bit of a shift psychologically. By day 4, by day 5, by day 6, it becomes a no-brainer. Obviously, retail is excited about the project. Doesn't matter if it's the worst project in the world, that project is probably going to go up in price. This is now day 12 that we've had you guys coming and talking about this coin on my stream. I've shut you down at pretty much every turn, but brand new all-time high at 1.28 million. The people. And this goes back to a phenomenon in cryptocurrency where attention flows before money does. Attention flows before money does. If you pay attention to where attention is, then you're probably going to find some money. You're probably going to find some opportunity there. Can you check enough? You mean this coin at 9,000 market cap, bro? This chart literally got burned down like the warehouse. Check income. This is mysterious source of income based on the meme. You know what's funny? I actually lived life like this before I did cryptocurrency. I also subsisted off of a mysterious form of income. I was unemployed long before I was rich in cryptocurrency. I was just making a bunch of money from who knows where. Honestly, in retrospect, I couldn't even tell you where it was coming from. But I lived very much like a wizard. I had a long wizard's pipe. I would go and spend lots of hours out in nature while most people were in the office, and I just did shit. Talked to birds, hug trees, the works. And I subsisted. Then I descended from wizardrum and I got my 9 to 5. My wings were clipped, so to speak, and I had to hustle my way back up. So is the nature of reality, chat. We are all God, just LARPing as a regular human being. 1.8 million at the top right here. 100K 1 million in the middle of the road. I don't think this looks that good. It went up way too fast and then it came down. I don't like this, honestly. I would like for this to stay up and keep moving, but it's just not there. It's a good narrative. I like it. It's fun, but I wouldn't touch this where it's at. I would wait till it drops to like 500,000 again. If I thought that it was going to keep moving. Communism, the Tolly tweet. Communism coin with supply going to everyone. Drop your wallet in the replies. And Tolly laugh reacted to it. Tolly says communism supply with supply going to everyone. So it's another Tolly tweet. Previous example of a Tolly tweet was Bernie Sanders, which ended up moving to what, 6-7 million at the top, settling around 5 million. Uh-oh. Just like real life communism, they took all your money and they ran, chat. Just like real life communism, the dev is selling right now. Just like real life communism, the snipers are selling on you guys. Uh-oh. Well, I guess this was accurate. This was a historically accurate communism coin right here, chat. It's a shame. You guys just got Soviet Unioned in the trenches. Let's keep looking. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Meme coins are so back right now for the first time in months. There's actually some real motion in the market. Hey, good to see you, Perion. There's been a lot of coins moving, a couple of major multi-10 million runners that are knocking the socks off of the market. Dumb Money, this one, $4 million market cap. We've been checking on this for the past few days. And we saw this down here when it was chopping it up between 1 and 1.5 million. We actually first time saw this around 400 and 500. Now this thing's topped out at 5 million, 4 million just under that. Chat, everyone, let's get a W in the chat for Perion. It's been crazy. It's been crazy in the trenches. I'm sure those P&L numbers are crazy, bro. It has been quite a time in the market. Let's get a W in the chat. Everyone show some love to Perion. Go hit him with a follow if you don't follow him already. Legend. You definitely want to watch his streams. He's in the trenches and he cooks like crazy. Look at this right here. 45,000 at the top, 32 middle of the road. This thing is chopping up. A lot of volume on that candle. This is the newest Tolly tweet, and people are trying to make it work, but it's hard because there's a lot of farmers, a lot of vamps, and a lot of PvP. Top holder on this chart is the Dev. He hasn't sold anything yet, but he's holding 1.3 thousand, which is scary. Only bullish if he ultimately ends up airdropping it to everyone. But there's no guarantee that will happen. It's funny how Unk single-handedly set a new meta. Unk set a new meta. People were sick and tired of the old way of coins, and Unk did something new, experimental. They tried it, and it worked. They airdropped supply to a lot of major holders of a lot of different coins. Then they went a step further and airdropped supply to a lot of random people. They gave a bunch of people, just for liking a tweet or interacting with a post or being a friend, they gave them free supply. Some of those stacks at all-time high are worth tens of thousands of dollars that they gave away totally for free. Now, the craziest part is nobody's selling. The craziest part is all of those people who got all that supply are holding. They actually believe in the project. And that's paid off so far because they pushed up over $15 million market cap. This has not been possible for over a month. The last time we saw a coin moving like this was literally Penguin, which happened 2 months ago. Or I guess it was Punch, which happened 2 months ago. So we started the year, we had White Whale, then we had Penguin, then we had Punch, then we had a month gap where no coins were able to actually run. There was no organic grassroots community runners. Now, back in action, Unk has become the coin of the cycle. Neat, honorable mention for cracking a new all-time high over 45 million. But these Wojak derivative coins are going absolutely parabolic. It's crazy. Do I remember Siren? Yes, of course I remember Siren. What are my filters? Click into my profile and you'll see them. USRR3 says, oh no, sorry, I already read your shit. Leo said, every coin is shit. Jesus. Leo, tell me you're sidelined without telling me you're sidelined, bro. Tell me you're sidelined without telling me you're sidelined. You know, they just made a coin for you, bro. They just made a coin for you. It's right here. You should probably go buy this if you're mad. It's a lot of good coins out there right now. Mysterious source of income just took a leg up from 950 to 1.17. It's been chopping in this range for a little bit now. It's kind of a dangerous spot. Caster, it's good to see you, bro, but I don't think I'm a... Never mind. Unt just wicked up. Here's Unt, the Aunt version of Unk. We zoom out on this. Topped out at 1.28 million. Now it's at 538K. This thing has been dicing it up. Pretty impressive so far. A little bit of motion here on the chart, but I wouldn't really bid that, honestly. All of these communism coins are rug pulling. Every single one of them. There's been over 5 different vamps launched. I think there's actually been more like 8 or 9. None of them have stuck. All of them have rug pulled. So much for that Tolly tweet, chat. So much for that Tolly tweet. Income is actually wicking up hard right now. Just had a breakout candle. Looks like it's defying the previous pattern. Might be curling up. Cracking 1.27, almost 1.3. Getting a lot of major buys coming in here. It's pretty interesting. It's funny how we went from a market where we were only playing with coins between 10 and 60,000 market cap to now seeing a market where there are multiple coins pushing up over 1 million or a couple million. Here's Spike, a random dragon, a random Microsoft Paint dragon. This thing ended up going to $18.7 million market cap. Right now it's at 9.7. Now this thing is entirely artificial. This is all fake volume. They're just washing money through this. You can tell from this first bundle, and you can also tell from the low global fees paid. But this thing is still moving, you know, P is P. Also, you can tell because BitLord tweeted about it. I'm not gonna lie, chat, BitLord is he's a bit of a scumbag. But he does follow me on X. Why has Solana increased and other cryptocurrencies decreased a lot? I don't think that's necessarily true. If you look at the 7-day numbers, Bitcoin's up 4% in the past week, ETH is up 6% in the past week, XRP's up 7% in the past week, BNB's up 4% in the past week, and Solana's up 6%. Solana's not even up as much as XRP is, bro. I don't think it's fair to say that Solana has been outperforming everyone. I don't even think it has that much relative strength. It's up the same amount as Ethereum is. Yeah, Siren Coin just took another massive leg up, effectively doubling in market cap in just one day, cracking back up over the multi-billion threshold. Do I think the bull run has started? It's hard to say, bro. This definitely could be a bull trap. This could be a bull trap. All it takes is one tweet, one wrong step, one mention of the war, and everything comes crashing down. Of course, everyone wants the bull run to be back, especially after all these months of bearishness. But you have to understand that historically, those bear runs last for over a year. We haven't even gotten half a year of bear run. We just got half a year. 6 days ago, we had 6 months of bear run. So, I don't know, honestly. I'm still skeptical, but I would be lying if I said that this wasn't a good time to have a little more faith and to be a little more risk off in the market. Or risk on, rather. Because there's been a lot of coins that are moving very well. Look at this, 1.32 million, 1.4. We just saw this take a crazy breakout since I talked about it on the stream. Absolutely defying that recent downward trend. Last time we saw a spike like this, it carried it from 890 all the way up to 1.8 million. Pretty impressive jump right here. I mean, look at the numbers. From 800 on the bottom up to 1.4 on the top. That is a lot. Hey, good to see you, Oz. Liam says, yo, easy on the drink. Can't have you peeing all night. Bro, when I tell you I've been putting up double-digit minutes of piss in single sessions, when I'm telling you I could step back at least 15 feet from the urinal and still land it, I'm real, bro. I'm shooting from half court and I'm still making it, bro. Trust. Is this financial advice? No, this is urination advice. We're teaching you guys how to piss like a racehorse. All right, here's bro. Crypto bro. We just watched this double in market cap over the past few minutes. Now up over 105,000. It's wicking like crazy. 120,000. Gained 15,000 market cap in just the time it took for me to say that. Crazy green candle. Tallest green candle they've had in history on this chart right now. Jumping up from 68, 67, all the way up to 120. Wow. A lot of charts moving like this. Chat, just out of curiosity, put a W in the chat if you've been winning lately. Put an L in the chat if you've been losing lately. Let's get a W in the chat if you've been winning lately. Let's get an L in the chat if you've been losing lately. Where are we at, chat? W in the chat if you've been winning. L in the chat if you've been losing. W, 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 L, L. There's like 10 W's and 2 L's. Look at what's going on here right now, chat. These are unusual numbers. Anecdotally, a lot of people in our chat have been winning. Are you seeing this? Wow, 136,000 on the top of this candle now. This coin just broke out absolutely parabolically after chopping up just for quite some time, actually. A couple of hours this morning, the coin didn't even move. Suddenly it wicks once, hits migration, and within 30 minutes cracks quadruple that previous all-time high. INTJ, another coin right here, moving up with a lot of volume, 40,000, a little bit of motion on the chart. Just freshly migrated on this candle 15 seconds ago. INTJ. A lot of crypto investors have this personality type. This thing's been chopping it up like crazy. You can see the top 10 holders are starting to sell right here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some KOL sells coming in soon. But there's still a bit of motion on the chart. Let's keep looking around. Barry the cat. This thing tapped migration and then rug pulled. Doesn't look so good anymore. Let's keep looking. Sidelined is starting to collapse, but this could be a good candle to catch at the bottom if you have optimism about the future of this chart. Let's keep looking. Bulk. You know, Bulk is a classic coin. We've had the dev of Bulk on my stream a few times now, and now it bottomed out at 43,000. They're seeing a little bit of motion, catching a big green candle right there up to 132. Crypto Revolution. Crypto Revolution. Chart looks great so far. You know, it's chopping it up a little bit of back and forth, but it's sitting near the top of its range. It's definitely a slow mover, not the most volume in the game, but it's done a good job of getting up there. I see you live on this. I think it looks great. Spike. What about Spike? Homestar, 2 minutes old, 25,000, a lot of volume on this. Immediately made it to the front page. Chopping it up. Here comes the migration. If it moves at this rate, it's going to tap that line within the next 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, it got just shy of it. Just shy of it. Right there at 35. It's looking for 36.7. Crazy. Well, we'll come back to this one. INTJ chopping it up at the top of the range immediately after migration. Saw on top of 50,000. It's doing its thing right there. Let's look at some of the bubble maps here. Bubble maps don't look too scary. Nothing overtly nefarious here, although there are a couple bundlers in the top holders. A little bit of KOL action. Here on the inside X, you see a little bit more bubblage, but nothing too crazy. Joe Smith says, I invested a lot into XRP. Joe Smith, that must be why you look 80 years old when you're actually 24. Investing in XRP puts a lot of age on you. That's why your hair all turned gray and is falling off your head, bro. XRP holders have a lot of stress.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Here's a coin called Batty. Batty. This thing looks like a rug pull to me, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, shout out to all my baddies in the chat. Let's get a W if you're a baddie in my chat right now. Bro, with a brand new wick up to all-time high. Look at that. 145K and climbing. Let's get a W in the chat. All my baddies in the chat. Where are we at? Homestar rugged. Yeah, never trust a coin that can't migrate. Never trust a coin that can't migrate. If it gets close, but it doesn't, pack it up. If you can't even squeeze that 1K out on market cap, that shit is a limping horse. W. We got a lot of baddies in the chat. Nice. Liam says, nah, I'm good. Liam, you're not a baddie? Chat, let's rate Liam. Let's rate Liam. There he is. Chat, W in the chat if Liam is a baddie. Let's get an L in the chat if Liam is chopped. W in the chat if Liam is a baddie. L in the chat if Liam is chopped. Let's see it, chat. W in the chat if Liam is a baddie. L in the chat if Liam is chopped. W, L, W, 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 L. Well, all the girls in the chat say W, Liam, so I think you're in a good spot. Peter Blau says, all of you guys will regret not investing in XRP. Chat, would you take financial advice from this guy right here? Put a W in the chat if you would take financial advice from this guy right here. Put an L in the chat if you wouldn't. W in the chat if you would get financial advice from this guy. Put an L in the chat if you wouldn't. L, 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 L. Yeah. I wouldn't either. Crazy. He thinks XRP is going to be 10,000 a coin, chat. Oh, man. So many FOMO coins coming out recently. It's pretty interesting. He gave himself a W? Wait, did he? Oh, he did. That son of a bitch gave himself a W. Rudy, we've been seeing this coin for a little bit. Since its first day, actually. We watched it wick up to 300. Now it's at 173. It's alright. INTJ is running. Nice. Any of you guys caught this? INTJ? Let's get a W in the chat if you guys bid this one. W in the chat if you guys bid this one. Just out of curiosity. Doc's in it. Danny's in it. Duke's in it. Okay. Seems like there might be a little bit of leggage going on here. A little bit of leggage on it. What do you think what do you think Unk can grow? I'm sorry, but he's an Unk. An Unk can't grow unless you give him some Viagra or something. Get him a honey packet or a Blue Chew. Unks don't grow on their own, man. They got ED. $60,000 and climbing right here. The craziest part is this guy literally has multiple alt accounts of random old people with the same style profile picture, and he just comes in my chat and he says the same things every stream. Like, this is next level rage bait. He has like 3 separate accounts of boomers with poorly made selfies. None of the accounts have any followers or any following. And he comes in and he bull posts XRP. He bull posts USDC. And he bull posts other alts and majors. It's kind of baffling. And he rotates between the accounts. It's strange. Chat, have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this? Speaking of baddies.
Wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth.
You guys ain't seen this? Clock it, chat. Clock it. Clock it. Where have I been at? I've been around, bro. I was live at this time yesterday.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Still haven't missed a day of live this month. I have top 100% consistency. That means I'm better than 100% of other TikTok streamers. I've shown up literally every day this month. 79,000 up here at the top on INTJ with a fresh, clean little breakout right here. You guys see that? Trenches looking better. Trenches are definitely looking better right now. Trenches are looking crazy right now. You thought I was feeling you? All right. Let's do this and this. The chart's actually overvalued right now. And there's the proof. That's funny. It's too easy, chat. It's too easy. And they say you can't TA a meme coin. It is like dying to be on the center of that red line. Good to see you, Black. It's true. Unk is running. Unk is running. $16 million, topping out at $19.4 million, just shy of $20 million market cap. They airdropped most of the supply. For those of you guys who don't know the lore behind this coin, he launched the coin, snipers bought it, they rugged the coin. When the coin was rugged, he spent $2,500 to buy 60% of the supply of this token under 6,000 market cap. He spent $2,500 to buy 60% of this token under 5,000 market cap. Then he airdropped the token. He sent it to people for free. He sent it to the top holders of major coins. He sent it to top community leaders. He sent it to KOLs, people that frequently interact on X. And he sent it to hardcore believers in the narrative. He airdropped over $6 million. At all-time high, over $8 million that he airdropped totally for free. Totally for free. He gave away over $8 million. It has now become one of the top airdrops in crypto history. Period. Bar none. Right up there with Hyperliquid, right up there with Pengu, right up there with so many of the top dogs. $8 million given away from a meme coin. And the people are actually holding. And because of that airdrop, as you can see, the bubble maps is despicable. It's despicable. Look at how this bubble map looks. This is all the supply that was airdropped. You guys see this? Isn't that crazy? These are wallets that were airdropped. And look at the totals of some of these wallets. This guy was given $116,000 for free. $60,000 for free, $50,000 for free, $30,000 for free, $120,000 for free. These are the totals that we're looking at here, chat. These people were given six figures. This guy made $160,000 for free, $140,000 for free, $100,000 for free. And the craziest part is nobody is selling. Nobody is selling. All of these are different people, presumably. And nobody is selling. 180,000. That's got to be the biggest bubble we see here. 180,000 given away totally for free. 207,000, chat. Do you guys see that? $200,000 worth of supply that was given away totally for free. These people didn't have to do anything. They were just given 200,000. Isn't that crazy? Somebody said, "What's the narrative of Unk?" What, you never seen an Unk before, bro? You never heard of an Unk? This is the Unk right there. It's Unk. That's Unk. Crazy. I'm a Unk? Chill, I'm not Unk. I'm not Unk, chat, I'm Zoomer. Yeah, Crypto Bro collapsed. Yeah, but why did they cabal it to 25 million? Because they were Giga Chads, bro. They were Giga Chads. They airdropped a lot of people, and then those people started bag working for it. And a lot of the same people who were behind Neat, behind Chillhouse, behind Wojak, behind Troll, behind some of the biggest coins in the industry, all started supporting Unk because they got given supply for free. People started to believe. It switched the threshold over. When you don't have to pay for your supply, why would you sell? You got everything for free. You could be that much more risk on with it. So people were ready to send it. 1.7 million in climbing here on income. Taking a hard leg up. Brand new all-time high, 1.87 mil. Really impressive jump. We saw this at the very bottom. When I started this stream, we saw this down at 930K. Now it's gone to 1.87. Clean times 2 from when we first saw this. Good stuff. Chat, you thought I was feeling you? Let's keep going.
This is a crypto
Interesting.
rap exclusive.
We got an anime girl coin. What? This look like Ariana Grande. The fuck is this? Random anime girl coin has gone up to 2.7 million. Huh. An agentic trading app on Solana. Well, the coin's doing pretty well. It's a utility AI agent trading token you see right here. Actually, the same structure as Siren on Binance Smart Chain. Siren has a $1.2 billion market cap, and then this coin has 2.76. AI Anime Girl plus Trading Terminal, combine it together, match made in heaven. Easy bag. Running up an easy bag. Do I think Unk is better than Punch? They're two different coins. They're two very different coins. You're up 24 Solana on Unk right now? Nice, bro. Well done. Chat, put a W in the chat if you made money on Unk. Put a W in the chat if you made money on the runner of the cycle. It just cracked up over 2.5 million. W in the chat if you made money on Unk. That's a lot of W's. Wine says, I bought Unk with your giveaway. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to start doing a lot more giveaways soon. Starting as early as this week. We still have $150 to give away. That honestly, I should probably just give it away today. But we're going to start doing giveaways on every single stream. In addition to giveaways on a weekly basis as well. But you were banned? Yes, you were banned because you were annoying as fuck. And you're lucky, by God's beautiful graces, that I didn't ban you from this stream as well. INTJ with the hard rug down here fell down to 21K, hit the undervalued range, and then now is wicked right back up in there. Or you do a 150 hand of blowjob and give away 300? I'm not gonna give anybody a blowjob for $150, bro. Are you serious?
Crypto rap exclusive.
Maybe for like 150 Solana. Do you think Unk topped at 23 mil, or do you think it's going to come back? Blackjack? Look, I like Jack Black. He's a pretty good actor, but I wouldn't give him a blowjob for 150 bucks, bro. That's just ridiculous. Let's keep locking in. He's got a lot of money. Like, he can afford more than that. This Goose coin, relatively new, just wicked up to 40,000. Now it's at 34. It's called Goose. Literally no further details. It's just called Goose. Pretty impressive. Check out Hound Dog. Did Elvis launch a coin? What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this? What am I looking at, bro? Before I go any further, what the fuck is this, man? Are you serious? Zoom out on this shit. This is just in the farm zone. Viral on TikTok. Yeah, this is the problem with every coin and every narrative that's viral on TikTok, right? People that actually have money. So everyone on TikTok is poor. Everybody on TikTok is poor. The real money is over on X and in other areas of the internet. So in order for a TikTok narrative to be successful, you have to transcend the poor people of TikTok and reach the rich people of X. The challenge is the rich people of X don't use TikTok. So you need something that is viral enough and interesting enough with enough universal appeal on TikTok that it transcends the platform and eventually gets reposted on X, at which point the rich people on X will actually run up the coin. So you've seen this before with AI Fruit Love Island. AI Fruit Love Island was popping off on TikTok. Nobody gave a fuck about it until it got reposted on X. When it got reposted on X, there were 2 separate coins that went over $1 million market cap related to AI Fruit Love Island. Same with Chicky, the dog. Chicky, the red dog that flips off the camera. Didn't have any motion when it was just on TikTok. But once it started trending as a GIF on X, it ended up sending 2 separate coins to over 1 million market cap. What you need is a narrative that transcends the platform. Now, the good news is you can do this yourself. It's actually possible for you to go and bag work and post about this narrative on X. X actually really likes when people go to X and say, look at this as viral on TikTok, and this should be going crazy right now. If you can just hit one windfall, literally get one viral post on X to match the virality on TikTok, then that's going to send. It's going to be a major coin. But there is a massive graveyard of failed projects of people that tried to launch something that was popular on TikTok that never got traction on X. For example, Crew. You know, you go to every comment section on TikTok and it's like, hey, morning crew, how you doing? Hey, night crew, how you doing? Somebody launched a Crew coin. It never went anywhere. Nobody cares about the Crew meme over on X. Triple T, Tung 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 Sahur. Triple T, Tung 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 Sahur was trending for months. Over a year it was trending on TikTok until finally it started to get some videos posted about it on X, and then the coin sent up over $5 million market cap. What's cool is you guys occupy the land in between. You guys are the trans-dimensional investors. Yeah, bro just legged up to 180 million or 180,000. You guys are the trans-dimensional investors. You guys use TikTok every day because here you are watching my stream. And then you can take that and you can post on X with what you see on TikTok and then get it trending. You guys can only make money when you find a way to transcend that gap. You have to build a bridge from TikTok to X. Even me, I have so much motion here on TikTok. I move charts here on TikTok, but I have very little motion on X. I can't really move things over on X. So you guys need to find a way to transcend the platform. Joe Omoni says, bullish on Rizentine. Chat, let's get a W in the chat for Rizentine. Let's get a W in the chat for Rizentine. The best coin ever. W in the chat for all my Rizentine investors. Look at this. Income. Mysterious sources of income. Just wicked up to 2.2 million. Do you have a Discord? Yes. So Bro and Income, 2 coins that we've watched on this stream, are both legging up like crazy right now. Income just had a $16,000 buy. Do you know what we call that? We call that a mysterious source of income. That $16,000 came from a mysterious source of income. Look at that wick. Absolutely God candling. Brand new all-time high. 2.2 million. We watched this recover fully from that 920K gap. Did any of you guys catch that dip? Did any of you guys catch that dip right on the top 10 active average sell line? If you pay attention, chat, there is a lot of times where the support, as you can see, there's a clear support on this line. The support lines up to the top 10 average sell pretty often. We all fuck with Arby's? Bro, speak for yourself. Nobody be fucking with Arby's, bro. Really, bro? You have the meat? You have the meat. Whose meat do you have, bro? Look at that. Brand new all-time high, 2.3 million, and it's still going.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Chat, if you have the meat, put a W in the chat right now. All of my meaty boys, imagine you got a big soaking pile of meat in your mouth right now, just moist to the brim. All of my meaty boys, let's get a W in the chat right now. All my meat lovers in the chat, let's get a W. If you're really fucking with the meat, if you're dreaming about having that fatty meat in your mouth, let's get a W in the chat. It's a lot of W's. Let's get it. Wealth coin. It's 37 at the top, freshly migrated. Let's zoom out a little bit. Legging up bit by bit. You saw income at 200K and didn't buy, and that's why you don't have a mysterious source of income, bro. That's why you don't have a mysterious source of income. Did you see OTO? What is that? Brother, this coin's at $2,000 market cap. Give me one reason why I shouldn't ban you right now, bro.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Are you talking about this one? Check on TikTok. You realize what you're investing in right now, right? You realize what you're investing in, right? This is literally a penis, bro. This is literally a penis. That's a fat nutsack, and then you got the shaft right in front, bro. You're investing in a straight up dick with eyeballs on it, bro. Bro, check? What do you mean check? You want me to cup your nuts while you cough? I'm not gonna check your fucking nuts, bro. Are you serious? I don't need to check. I see a penis on my fucking screen, bro. That is all I need to see. Brother. Brother. Check? You want me to check this? Do I look like your gynecologist? I'm not going to check this, bro. I'm not investing in any penis coins, okay? I'm sorry. It goes against my trading, my personal rules that I set when I trade, bro. 155 and climbing, topped out at 188K, bro. Wicking up like crazy. This guy was like, yo, look at my coin, bro. Bro, look at my coin. It's trending on TikTok, bro. Bro, look at my coin. It's trending on TikTok, bro. My coin is trending on TikTok right now, bro. Look at it, bro. It's hella viral, man. Trust. Bro, look at my coin, bro. That shit hella viral, man. It's on TikTok. Yeah, I see a lot of this on my feed on TikTok. Trust, bro. Trust. Look at my coin, bro. Bro, this coin hella viral, bro. Check it out. It's viral, bro. Trust. Are you serious, bro? You serious?
This is a crypto
Come on, bro.
rap exclusive.
Come on, bro. All right, let's keep looking around. 2.16 million over here on income. And that right there. It's not bad. Hamster. You know, we saw that hamster thing. Wait, what? This one? Perfect TikTok meme. Honestly, bruh. Fuck this coin, bruh. Honestly, bruh. Fuck this coin. Alpha said, who better knock pussy, spend $100, or just gambling lost $2,000? LOL. Alpha, are you telling me that you spent $100 to knock pussy? He said, which is better?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
I've never paid for pussy, bro. I couldn't let you know. Don't you see it in every TikTok section? Yes, you see it in every TikTok section. But again, being viral on TikTok is not enough to make a good coin. Everybody that copy pastes this image in a TikTok comment section, I'm being so for real right now. If you added up the net worth of every single person that's ever copy pasted this image on TikTok, you would probably have like $12.33. There has never been a single person that actually has money that has copy pasted this image in a TikTok comment section. Without fail, without a doubt, every single person to ever use this image in a TikTok comment section is broke. They don't have any money. They don't have any money, chat. I promise you. Somebody with money has never used that image. It just doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep looking. Skeletonk. Skeletonk. This thing wicked up pretty quick. 12.5K at the bottom, 43K middle of the road. Little kids use that image? Exactly, bro. These little kids, they can't even afford their Robux or their V-Bucks. How are they supposed to afford buying into a meme coin? Honestly, I'm surprised that that chart's gone up as much as it has. So many UNC derivatives, chat. I was watching Rasmer stream last night, and he was talking about UNC derivatives and how he felt like it was bearish. Or that I think he said that it was bullish, actually. Cooker just blasted $31,000 at $2 million on income. Jesus Christ, Cooker is an idiot, bro. Cooker is an idiot. The good news is you already know that he loaded up on his side wallets. I still don't really understand why Cooker was so hyped back. There was like a moment when Cooker was like the most popular trader in the trenches, and everybody was trying to like figure out who he was and all this stuff. But I feel like he's had a 99% loss rate since then. Ever since he got doxxed, all of his aura disappeared, and so did all of his money. He was at that trading house in Bali. They did like a KOL influencer trading house. Everybody got together on doxed wallets. They traded nonstop for a full month. Every single one of them had a negative P&L. They put all this production value, all this time, all this energy, all this money. They were like, we're going to do a content trading house. Everybody's going to get together. We're all going to trade on doxed wallets. Every single person had a negative P&L. Not a single person that was at that house in Bali actually made some money. It's crazy. It's crazy. Never trust a KOL, chat. Every KOL is a liar. Every KOL is a LARP. They were down hundreds of thousands. They were down diabolically, bro. They were down diabolically. Envy says, have you been rugged before? Envy, is that a joke? I've been rugged more than a street market in Persia, bro. Let's keep looking around. That reminds me. I have a little. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a company, a platform. It's hard to describe them. They're called Meme House. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? They recently streamed Coachella. They had a couple of influencers out at Coachella under the Meme House banner. They had a whole villa there. They were right there at Coachella, VIP access, artist bands, etc., etc. They were staying at one of the properties right next to Kylie Jenner and them where they were staying. Now, Meme House has a lot of money. I've been to their crib once before. It's in the Beverly Hills. And they basically, it's like right across from the Getty Center. They've got a Rolls Royce in there. They got a Lamborghini in there. They got a Maybach in there. All this stuff. The house costs maybe $30-40 million. Insane pool, infinity pool in the back overlooking the canyon with views to the Getty Center type shit. Awesome place, awesome place. On the inside, they have this whole setup, like an insane setup. Multiple massive screens layered on top of each other. It's like 3 monitors in these tall columns, and then they all wrap around a central pole. So there's like 12 monitors arranged around the central pole, and there's 2 setups like that, all made for trading. Like you sit down there, and there's 3 big monitors in front of you, and then there's some on all sides. So there's room for 8 people to sit down with 3 monitors each in these dual columns. You're not allowed to film in the house because there's art there that is it's technically secret, that the person owns it. But when I was there last time, Neon actually pulled up, and he was streaming from there. You can see me on the clip walking past Neon at the party. But they also have a nice sound system, some $500,000 sound system with the sculptural speakers and shit. Anyways, all of this to say, I feel like I should go back to that house. The guy who runs the show over there, he had personally invited me, like by myself, to go like a couple months ago before it really took off, and I kind of ghosted him. just because I was like, the fuck is that? But now that I realize that it's pretty legit, I have some FOMO. I'm like, damn, like, maybe I should have said yes back then. But I have a good friend who co-hosted the party at that mansion and knows the team pretty well. And I still have the DMs of the guy who invited me to go out there, so I could just reach back out to him. But yeah, I want to go back there because I'm going to Izadi's mansion in about a week, a little over a week. I'm gonna be there with the pool and the Rolls Royce and all that. Then I want to do the meme house with the pool and the Rolls Royce and all that. We miss you. You from out there, bro? I would love to be back there, bro. But yeah, after I saw their Coachella stream, the main thing was like the viewership wasn't that good. That's the main reason why I want to go, because I feel like there's not enough eyes, there's not enough exposure. But if you guys saw me doing what I do on my usual program, but I was trenching at the meme house on this big multi-monitor setup with the hills behind me and all that, with the infinity pool behind me and all that, I feel like that would be pretty entertaining for you guys, right? Same stream that we usually do, same program as per usual, but like that time that I was going live from the hot tub in Hawaii, I'll be going live from the infinity pool in the hills. I think it would be fun. So I'm gonna try and get that organized. It's open like all the time, like they own the crib, so I could just go on like a random weekday, or go on like a Tuesday or something. But yeah, I'm gonna hit them up soon. That shit would be a movie. You guys will know whether or not I can pull it off. Thoughts on coins like Vidor, which don't have a natural chart pattern? You know, you could still make money on them if you're in early, but they're highly unpredictable. They're liable to rug pull at any moment. So it's really a risk. It's a high risk investment. I personally avoid them. I don't think they're worth the risk. But if you get in early enough on one of those coins, for example, BFS, you can make a ton of profit. I mean, you could hit 100x. Just depends on how long they're willing to let the rug go and how popular the rug is with other people. Thoughts on IRT? What is IRT? International Rebuilding Trust. This sounds like the dumbest fucking coin I've ever heard in my entire life, and the chart looks like a rug pull. How on God's beautiful planet is a meme coin gonna help us rebuild international trust, bro? How is a meme coin launched on Pump Fund gonna get us to stop the war, bro? Genuine question. Like, of all the places, I think a meme coin on Pump Fund is the least likely to save the world. Here's Clawville World. Welcome to Clawville, the open world game for your AI agent. Indeed, get nap because was knocked vagina all night. Feel my ecosystem lost energy. Chat, what the fuck is this guy saying in my chat right now? What the fuck is this guy saying in my chat right now, bruh? His ecosystem lost energy because he knocked vagina all night. Bro, what? Are you serious? Bro, keep your eyes on the prize, man. The trenches are here. The trenches are open 24/7, bro. You gotta be knocking these meme coins. Don't be knocking vagina, bro. Are you serious? Come on, bro. Look, this one just wicked up to 70K. Insane motion on this chart. Meanwhile, you're too busy daydreaming over who knows what. Man. How does bro look? It's right here, 125K. Oh my God, what the fuck is that on my chart? What the helly? Chat, what the fuck? Bro, who drew that on my fucking chart, bro? Oh my God, bro. That is not technical analysis. Who did that? Bro. What? That is fucking diabolical, man. That is diabolical. I can't tell if that's bullish or bearish, chat. Is that bullish or bearish? W in the chat if that's bullish. Let's get an L in the chat if that's bearish. W in the chat if that's bullish. Let's get an L in the chat if that's bearish. Bullish, ballish. W, 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 L. Okay. Some mixed reviews, but it seems like most people think it's bullish. I think that tells you everything you need to know. Do I think income coin will continue to climb? Well, Cooker Flips just twapped $30,000 into this chart at $2 million market cap, which sounds really bullish on paper. But in practice, Cooker Flips is one of the least profitable traders of all time, and he's lost about 80 to 90% of the trades he's taken within the past few months. So the fact that he bought $30,000 worth of this coin at $2 million makes me think that this is going straight to zero, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy. S&P 500? You mean the actual stock market? S&P 500 is surging, bro. Stocks are up. Things are actually looking pretty good. The macro is looking good, man. Total crypto market cap surged. Hey, sweepy head. Come up, bro. Bro, you trade crypto? Nah, bro. I don't trade crypto. I just buy and hold Tesla stocks. Do you think dividend for living possible? KOL live right now on 0.1 in a dream. Could bond. 0.1 in a dream? Where should I look? In Pump Fund? Biggest amount you've been rugged for? I've been rugged for more money than you've made in the past year, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just staring at him on TikTok? What's the ticker? Oh look, we're the top stream on Pump Fund, chat. Why don't you trade crypto? I don't trade crypto because crypto's a scam, bro. Crypto's a rug pull. Why would I ever trade this? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Nobody's ever going to make money in crypto. There's this coin right here. 0.1 soul in a dream. Well, I'll draw a circle and keep a tab on it, but 6K market cap after 37 minutes isn't exactly jumping out the bucket. Huh. 10% in this bundle. 7% in this bundle. Killa says, you know, real talk, you're the only reason I haven't quit during this bear market, G. Respect, Killa. I appreciate that. A lot of people fail to understand this. Those of us who are able to withstand the bear market and last until it turns around to the bull market are going to dominate the bull market. Those of us who have the nuts to actually hang out and to try and get the bag by any means, in any conditions, we are the ones that are ultimately going to be successful and run the bull market. We get the earliest positions, we get the most cutting edge knowledge, we have the most trained skills. You know, other people just crawling back to buy the tops, they're going to be rusty, they're going to be uninformed, and they are going to be buying our bags. 99% of people lose in crypto. The 1% are the people that are willing to hold on. The 1% are the people that are willing to thug it out through any condition. Be the 1%, not the 99. Everybody quits. Everybody leaves. Everybody looks for greener pastures, not realizing that the seeds have been planted right under them. Everybody goes elsewhere. They're looking for that green grass, but the seeds have been planted right under them. You want to be in the field when the seeds are there, when the fresh sprouts are starting. That's how you end up winning. Skeletunk hit 140K. Check bro, it's legging again. Yeah, bro, looks like it's cracking a new all-time high right there. Well, you guys all said, speaking of legging, this third leg, you guys said that this was bullish, so I'm not surprised to see this jumping up. I love a big, juicy, girthy, meaty chart, chat. Nothing better than a fat, rising chart. What about cryptos like Link, Sol, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Algo? Those are, Sid says, how is this allowed on TikTok? What do you mean? What's not allowed on TikTok? Big, meaty, girthy charts? So, alts, macros, those coins that you're naming, Sol, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Algo, none of them are going to be top performers. Every single coin that you just listed is not going to be a top performer. The top performers of this cycle are going to be coins that came out within the past 2 years. Coins that came out within the past 2 years are going to outperform those other coins. That's the sophomore class. That's the senior class. Those are the washed up. You're looking for the freshmen of the cycle. There's a couple of coins out there that are freshmen of the cycle that are going to do fantastic as alts and majors. There's a couple of coins like that that have already done fantastic. For example, Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is a top 13 blockchain. Hyperliquid is the only top 13 blockchain that has released within the past 2 years. Every other blockchain in the top 13 came out more than 5 years ago. This is the only one that's not. This one came out literally in April of last year. This is actually today, literally today is the 1 year anniversary of the launch of Hyperliquid. So these are the coins that you want to look out for. Don't look for the old washed up altcoins that have already had their good day. If they go up, then everything's going up. What you're looking for is something with relative strength, with a lot of speculative value, with a high potential to go up. Crypto skews towards new. There's a bias towards youth. The coins that come out that are brand new, shiny, and with a lot of speculative value, those are the coins that are going to end up performing. Everything else is just going to follow the ebb and flow of the market. Bro just took a wick up to 250K. Chat, put a W in the chat if you just got this. W in the chat if you rode this pump up. That was pretty impressive. Crazy motion on this. W in the chat if you're up on Unk right now. Do you have an X? Yes, it's the same as my TikTok. Crazy motion on that chart. Stepsis, chat, pause. Hoppy going up quite a bit. We've seen this chopping it up between 10 and 15,000. Now it's up to 35K and climbing. Pretty impressive. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I don't know about this. A lot of rug pulls, but I think it's a good time to be prowling new pairs. I feel like there might be a runner coming soon. Spike is a good name to call a coin that just wicked up to $10 million market cap for no reason, but I don't think this is going to keep going. Hey, good to see you, Connor. You got to be winning lately, huh? Don't make me check your KOL scan right now, bro. Don't make me check your KOL scan, bro. Are you winning, son? Fuck. Chat. Chat. Why is he still red in total P&L, chat? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, chat. Fuck. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Taking a few days off. Sure, bro. Sure. You know, I'd be taking a few days off too if my first day on KOL scan, this is what happened to me, bro. I'd be taking a lot of days off after this. Have I seen Genius? Yeah, I have. Well, it went down a lot, but did it go back up? Is it this one? The purple one? $215 million. Not bad at all. Yeah. Good stuff. Genius Foundation announces trading competition with 200,000 rewards. Bro, that's you. That's you. Enter their trading competition. No cap. Oh, but it's perps? You don't do perps, do you? The meme coin market's been kind of hot, Connor. I'm not gonna lie. There's been some real motion on some of these. A lot of multi-million runners just in the past 48 hours. There's definitely been some pretty decent opportunities. Things are starting to cook a little bit slower, have a little more conviction. All probably inspired by what's been going on with Neat and Unk. Spike have 500x? Absolutely not. Spike is going to go down to 0. It's more likely that Spike goes to 0 than it does a 500x. 245k on bro. This thing's still wicking up pretty strong. Technical analysis is pretty bullish here. Pretty ballish. If Genius goes to 800 million, you're paid. I mean, you're counting on Binance crime, bro. And if there's one thing Binance does, it's crime. I mean, 616 million FDV. So what's the deal with that? How come circulating supply is way different from FDV? I want to see this win. I think this can win. How does this differ from Aster, though? The other perps platform in the Binance ecosystem. Over 70% lock. CZ is about to dump on you, bro. Yeah, that's crime, bro. It's crime. I can see it. I can see it, bro. Siren just wicked. Did you see Siren today? Speaking of Binance crime, Siren just went up 120% today. Is back over $1 billion in market cap. If they're wicking this random AI anime girl trading bot to 1.2 billion, I don't see any reason why Genius can't crack over $1 billion. Terminal for Sol, BNB, and every other chain you can imagine. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. Have you used the tech? Is it actually like good tech? CZ backed and is trying to vamp Axiom. That thing's going to $1 billion, bro. That thing's definitely going to $1 billion. You got to hit that CZ4, bro. You got a money spread with the CZ4, bro. Well, that's good, bro. It's nice to have a bag in something that you have a lot of conviction in that's trending upwards, that you could just focus your time and energy on other things and just make free money pretty much. If it goes to 1 billion, you're up 6 figs. Nice. I think it's going to $1 billion, bro. I'm not going to lie. Chat, let's get a W in the chat. Say good luck to Connor. If Genius hits $1 billion, he's up 6 figs. Let's get a W in the chat. He's about to buy a house in Ibiza, chat. Let's get a W in the chat for Connor. Go and give him some good luck. Let's hope it goes to over $1 billion. Hey, Fluffy, good to see you, bro. God got us. God got us. God is good. God bless you guys. But I actually have to dip out right now, which is a shame because Connor and Fluffy came and I was having so much fun. But I'm already stretching it. I got somewhere to be in 9 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. Jeez Louise, look at that candle. God bless you guys. God bless your portfolio. Shout out to Fluffy. Shout out to Connor. We're all going to make it. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. Until the next time, I'll be on a little bit later today.